everyone, Chivos here, bring you another Hyundai A-League match review of the Melbourne Victory versus Western Sydney Wanderers game. And does this look like a happy face to you? Because it's not. Well, my review of the game is it's my review. How do I put this? It's terrible. I can't believe what has happened over the last 2 weeks. It is atrocious. I know my expectations are a little high, but I mean, come on, Kevin Muscat. We need to do something here. Come on, I'll give you some advice. You know what that advice is? Press. Press, press, press. Oh, what? We have been pressing. Yeah, no, we have. What else do we need to do? We need to score goals. If we're not scoring goals, we're not winning games. And why are we conceding so many? You know why? It was fine before, and now we're conceding. So, we need to figure out a back four. That's our problem. But anyway, we get on to the game. It was another disappointing performance from Melbourne Victory, which saw them lose their second straight A-League game. It's the first time since January 2014 that we have lost 2 in a row. So, good record there. Good work there, boys. It's good to break that. Not. It would have been lovely to have at least picked up a draw. But then, it's the first time Wanderers have beaten us in our last 5 fixtures. Now that's really saying something, you know. Western Sydney Wanderers won the Asian Champions League and they still didn't beat us that season. And now, I mean, what can I say? We've lost to them. They were bottom of the table, what, 7 weeks ago, and now they're on the top. 7 weeks ago they were nothing, right? And now they're flying. Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Tony Popovic, I applaud you. That's all you're getting, mate. Well, I tell you what, you're a smart coach. I will give you that, Tony. But Melbourne Victory came close in the first half, and Gajewski fired a shot which deflected off Borussia, hit the crossbar, and bounced just before the line. Now, I was screaming at the TV, absolutely screaming, could not believe it. And I'll tell you what, Western Sydney played a very, very smart tactic. Now, the tactic was, as soon as Melbourne get the ball, foul them. Because if they can't, if we foul them, then they have to slow down play. They can't use the rapid movement like they normally do, and they're going to struggle. And guess what? That's what happened. That is exactly what happened. We were fouled so many times on that pitch on Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, whatever you want to call it. It was afternoon here, but it was terrible. No, I'll give Tony Popovic all credit. That tactic worked wonders for his side, and it makes me think, why didn't we do that to them? You know, they were doing it to us. Why didn't we do it to them? Because they were playing some fast-paced football. Castalen, man of the match performance. He was exceptional for Western Sydney, but we really need to be shutting them down and slowing the play down if we can see how quick they want to press. They tried to play our game. They did, and it worked for them. So, credit is given where credit is due, Western Sydney Wanderers. Barbarouses came close as well after linking some great 1-2 football with Bessart Borussia. He managed to beat a Redmayne, and I thought this was a goal, but Scott Neville comes out of nowhere and clears the ball on the line, and it is still 0-0. We could have been 2-0 up. We could have been 2-0 up. We could have drawn 2-2. Confidence would have crushed them if we have scored either one of those two, but you know, it's football, and it didn't happen, and things have to work on. So the game was 0 at half-time. It seemed as though we were absolutely dominating things, but the second half really, really changed the whole perspective of the game. Mark Bridge opened up the scoring for Western Sydney Wanderers early in the second half. Scott Neville split the Melbourne defence with a great pass, which found Castalen behind the back four. And as I said before, Castalen, man of the match performance, you know. He was great. So Castalen managed to get close enough to the byline, cut the ball back to Bridge, who tapped it home to make it 1-0. And this was disappointing, you know. Defensively, we've been very good this season. We have struggled a lot in the second half, I will admit, but the first half is normally our strong point. Once again, it shows Kevin Muscat we need to work on our second half. Our second half is not good enough. We're conceding too many goals in the second half. Why? I don't know. You need to figure it out because we're not going to win games if we're conceding this many goals in late stages of games. Alright? If we're going to do this, we need to do this properly. And we just need to defend and focus. Concentration is key. Give them a passionate, encouraging chat. Tell them that I expect to see a lot out of you boys in the second half. Defend. I tell you what, park the bus. Do a Chelsea if you have to. We want to win the league again. We can't be losing to title contenders. And Bosnich, Robbie Slater, Adam Peacock, they all said this is going to be the final. This is going to be it for the Premier's place. It's going to be Melbourne Victory versus Western Sydney Wanderers. If we turn up like we did in that final against Western Sydney, we're going to lose. So we need to really work on our stuff. I was going to use a swear, but I didn't. We really need to work on our stuff there because, you know, as a supporter, we deserve to win back-to-back titles. Why don't we? Western Sydney are a threat, I do admit, but we need to outplay them next time we play them. There's no doubt about it. We need to look at that fixture the next time. Castalen added a goal for himself with 10 minutes left to go. He picked up the ball 30 yards out. He played the ball past Gajewski. The ball went down the left. Castalen went around Gajewski on the right and managed to retain possession after beating Gajewski. He then ran to the byline, shot near the byline, and Danny Vukovic, he had a shocker, didn't he? He had an absolute shocker. You know, he's gone to grab the ball. It's hit him in the palm of the hand, and he just hasn't got there. You know, a mistake from Vukovic, he would be fuming. One of the most informed keepers in the A-League over the last couple of years. He made a silly mistake, which then saw us just out of the game. Vukovic, I don't blame you at all because it was a tight angle. The defenders should be doing a better job. You should never blame the keeper unless it is purely his mistake. And Danny Vukovic, you did make a mistake, but you can't take the whole blame because the defenders should not be letting Castalen get that close to your goal on that angle at all. But obviously, he made it 2-0, and there was no hope. With 10 minutes left to go, the game was well and truly over. The final whistle blew, and the game ended in a 2-0 win for Western Sydney Wanderers. And the win sees Western Sydney unbeaten in 7. Unbeaten in 7. They went from bottom of the table. They are now have a slight point difference on the top. Melbourne Victory, we dropped to 4th. Thanks to a dip in form. We do have a game against Perth Glory, which will be played on Wednesday, so that's not too bad. But we're dropping points. We can't afford to be dropping points. We can't get out of the top 6. We need to retain our title. And Western Sydney are going to be in the way. I will tell you that now. I predicted them to win. I was right. But this performance really shows if you foul us, if you slow us down, we are not going to do anything. We are not going to be threatening. We need to fix that now. So, Kevin Muscat isn't worried about dip in form and thinks that Victory should bounce back midweek when we play our game in hand against Perth Glory. As I just said, we need to win. If we lose to Perth Glory, we are in real trouble. And I know it's only early, but that'd be huge. Perth Glory could even potentially get up to 7th. I haven't checked the ladder, but they could be up there. They could be trying to push for finals after their poor start too. But one thing I have to note, we haven't scored in our last 2 fixtures. And I know you think, oh well, that's not too bad, but that is bad considering we are the reigning champions. Yes, we played against Wellington, who were tough, pitch clash and a poor pitch, but still, no excuses. It's not good enough. We need to focus on the defence. And against Western Sydney, they slowed us down. They made us play a lower tempo game, which really killed us. And we do need to work on that. Let me know what you guys thought about the game in the comment section below. But obviously, I'm not happy. We need to bounce back on Wednesday. And Perth Glory, we deserve to beat you. If we don't, we are in some real trouble. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to see more Hyundai A-League content, and I'll catch you guys on another video.